Do you ever feel like you're dressing right, following all the right trends and doing all the it things, but you're still not able to look classy and polished? Well, that could be because you're making one of these mistakes that are ruining the way you look. Let's start right from the bottom and talk about feet. Now I know this is something that's not always visible, but if someone spots it, it can leave a not so impressive impression, especially if your feet are unkept, not pedicured, the nail beds are dry and your soles are cracked or dry, which is why it's very important to make sure that you're getting a pedicure at least once a month and moisturizing your feet at all times. The next mistake is related to hair coloring. I absolutely love coloring my hair and I'm pretty sure a lot of you girls out there love that as well. But a mistake that people tend to make is not picking or choosing the right hair color, especially when it comes to choosing something blonde. Now, if you try and pick something that's too yellowish or too orangey, that tends to cheapen the way your hair looks. So try and make sure that you pick a color that naturally blends into your natural hair color. Another thing that I've noticed that ruins the hair color is when your natural hair color is as is till the mid length and then suddenly your hair color turns blonde, which basically means that your color is not blended well into the hair. So make sure you're going to a salon or a hair professional that does it the right way for you. The third mistake is very minute, but little details is actually what makes or breaks your final look. Now that mistake is putting a rubber band around your wrist, and honestly this has become so inherent in all us girls, especially from college and school. This used to be my habit as well, but you've got to stop doing this. I'm trying to avoid this as much as I can because it does not look classy or nice at all. Especially if you're going to office, you're attending meetings or formal events, you can't have a rubber band around your wrist. So this is one tip that you need to take care of. The next mistake is picking the wrong foundation for yourself. It is so important to pick the right shade, and in India when you go to buy a foundation, it is so common for the salesperson to test the foundation on your hand, and this is the worst way you can pick the shade for yourself. You need to try the foundation on your cheek or on the side of your cheek, and the shade that matches the closest to your skin, you're supposed to pick that. Another thing to note is that you need to pick a foundation shade that matches your skin tone. So there are three types of tones, that's neutral, cool and warm. First you've got to figure out which is the skin tone that you have. Another tip to note here is that if you wear a lot of gold jewelry and that is what suits you, you may have a warmer skin tone, but if silver jewelry is what suits you more, you may have a cooler skin tone. So figure that out first and then find the right shade for yourself. The next mistake is related to your split ends. It is so important to get rid of them because they can drastically change your appearance. Also, if you're not aware about hair theory, it basically means that the way your hair is styled or the way your hair looks can change the way you look entirely. So it's important to get regular trimmings done at least once in 2 to 3 months, and make sure you don't have any split ends or dry ends because that really degrades your appearance. The number 6 mistake is related to your eyebrows. Now this is a feature on your face that can change the way you look completely. I have made the mistake of sometimes having them done too thin, too thick or too short, and that mistake came from the fact that I used to go to different people every time to get my eyebrows done. So from personal experience, stick to one parlor lady who's gonna do your eyebrows and who does it really well. Make sure that it's not too thin, not too thick, and she does not shorten it too much as well. It needs to suit your face. Another thing to keep in mind is that during makeup, if you tend to overdo your eyebrows, that is also going to make your appearance a little tacky. So that is something to keep in mind when you're getting your eyebrows done. The next mistake is cakey makeup. Overdoing your foundation or your concealer can look really bad. I personally love minimal makeup. For me, lesser the better makeup. Although do keep in mind that to achieve that perfect no makeup look, it requires a lot of practice. I have in fact done a tutorial video on how to do makeup. This is great for beginners, so do check that out. It's also in Hindi, so if that is a language that you're more comfortable with, this video is perfect for you. In my opinion, like I said, lesser the makeup the better, so try and avoid putting on too many products on your face. And the last mistake is visible panty line. I've spoken so much about it in my styling videos, especially when you're wearing something fitted or something bodycon. It's very important to keep seamless underwear with you. I'm going to link some down below in the description box, but please make sure that you're wearing something seamless at all times. So these were 8 mistakes that you could be making that were ruining your appearance. If you want to create a more put together, sophisticated, elegant look for yourself, I would highly recommend that you make sure that you are not making these mistakes. Let me know in the comments down below if you were making any of these mistakes. I would really like to know that. And if this video was helpful for you, make sure to hit that like button, share button, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next one.